Hello, Bella Beauties and Bella Bows. Welcome back to my channel, Bella Blaque TV. I'm Bella Blaque, and we're back with another eligible and intentional dater. Everyone, let's welcome Rod.
Hello, how is everyone?
Hello, welcome to the stage, Rod. All right, let's get these cameras adjusted. All right, so we're going to start out if by introducing yourself. You will state your location and your age.
I'm located in Jackson, Mississippi, and I'm 52 years old.
I'm sorry, you cut out a little.
I'm 52.
52. Okay. All right, good deal. All right, so what is your occupation and for how long?
I've been a teacher for almost 20 years now.
I don't know. I think it's some connectivity issues. It's like you're freezing a little. So, also, are you able to cut up your volume a little? Make sure it's not on my end. Okay, so I put it up on
Yep,
my end.
it's
So
full.
hopefully that'll help. All right. So, how long have you been a teacher? I'm sorry.
I've been a teacher for about 20 years.
20 years. Okay, good deal. All right. Then, do you enjoy what you do? Can you hear me?
I did not hear if you said something. You temporarily were paused.
Oh, okay. I think there's some connectivity issues. I said, do you enjoy being a teacher? Do you enjoy what you do?
I love what I do. I'm a teacher slash coach. I coach basketball and track as well.
Okay, good deal. All right. So, what are some of your hobbies?
Hobbies are I enjoy working out. I love art. I love traveling. That's pretty much it. I love sports, but only on a competitive side.
Okay. So, do you like competing yourself, or do since you're a coach, you just like when your team competes?
Both.
Both. Okay. All right, good deal. And I know you said that you enjoy arts. Are there any specific type of arts that you enjoy more than others, or just arts? Period.
I'm more into sculptures, and I also like African African art, African American
Okay.
art, and I've seen some pieces in Indian art that I really like a lot.
Okay, good deal. All right. So, have you ever been married? And if so, what is your current marital status? Or rather, that is never married, divorced, separated, and estranged, or widowed. What is your marital status?
I've never been married, and I'm single.
Okay. All right. Good deal. All right. Do you have children? And if so, how many? And what are their ages? And do you desire to have more if you have children already?
I do not have any children, and if that's what God says, then that's what it'll be.
All right. All right, so what is one negative trait about yourself that you took from your last relationship that you're currently working on or will work on, and why do you think it's a negative trait?
A negative trait. I'm always busy.
Always busy.
Um, and I say it's tough because in coaching I only have a handful of months when I'm not doing something, when I'm not really busy. So and I've been more conscious of that the older I've gotten to try to work on it more because it's just the way the job is. You're always busy. It always you never have as much time as most women would like for you to have.
So, knowing that about yourself, um, I know you're saying being more aware of it, but what are you physically going to do to try to make that time to date and to make time for that lady when she does come into your
Oh, I've carved out niches and certain areas of time, and I'm upfront with knowing where that time is.
life? Okay, good
So,
deal. Okay,
like the month of July, no matter what I'm doing, I don't do anything the month of July. So I
okay,
don't do nothing coaching related the month of July. In the spring, I don't overload myself or I don't volunteer for any extra time coaching or anything. So if it's not
okay.
planned, I'm not doing it.
Good
But
deal.
I've
Good.
worked my way up the food chain where I can make those decisions for myself.
All
Whereas
right.
a lot
So
of younger coaches, you don't have that option.
right. But and the main thing is that, like you said, that you are aware of where that time is, and so you are willing to put in the work to dedicate that time to her, being aware of it. And I'm assuming during the whole month of July, she get more than enough of your time. Right. All
That's
right. So, you said right on.
that's correct.
Okay, good deal. All right. So, how do you handle or deal with conflict?
Um, I handle or deal with conflicts head on by talking it out and getting to a resolution, even if that resolution is we have to agree to disagree.
Okay. So, are you respective of your partner's style of resolving conflict? Let's say, for instance, y'all are in a heated, not necessarily a debate, but disagreement. And they're the type of individual that needs to take time away and then revisit the situation later. And you might have the communication style to where you're like, no, we need to do this right now. We need to get this resolved. I'm not happy with you walking away and then we coming back to something and we can just get it resolved now. So do you take that approach and be um hey, it's we need to do this now because it's your style, or do you or are you considerate of your partner's style and you allow them to take that extra time and then you all come back to try to resolve that issue?
I'm considerate to a point. What I mean by that is you can say, "Hey, I need to step away from this," and then we can come back and talk to it. But if that style takes a week or two, for instance, I'm not the type of person that want anything to linger that long. By that time, I've already forgotten about it and moved on in life. So if you're talking about, hey, give me a day or so, I get that. But if you're going to quote unquote want to come back after a week or two or just an elongated period of time and then bring it up again and I've already forgotten about it, then I'm not sure I would even understand that.
Okay, all right. But you do know if something never gets resolved, it's going to come back up. And it may come back up even more intense than what it really was because it never got resolved.
I do agree with that. That's why I'm inclined to say let's get it resolved versus letting it linger for any period of time. Versus okay, hey, well, I need to get away and process. Okay, you can process it a day or two and work out what you want to say in your mind. Because I'm a firm believer in not saying anything that I can't take back. So if it gets that heated or I feel my emotions getting involved, I'll sit down and I'll stop talking because I don't want to ever say anything in a moment that I can't take back. So I do want to have, but that's never going to be more than a day because I'm never going to bed. I'm never going to not go to bed mad at the woman that I'm with. Okay, I may not like you at that time, but if you're the one that I've chosen, then I'm willing to work through it with you. The problem is, like you said, but once I get resolved, I moved on. I'm not bringing that back up again.
All right. All right. So, Is religion or spirituality important to you? And if so, what do you believe in and or practice? And is it important to you that your mate practice or follow those same beliefs?
Um, it is important. And do we have to believe exactly the same thing? As long as our core beliefs are the same, then I'm fine with that. And that's I'm a practicing Christian. And if you believe in Christ and he died and was resurrected for our salvation, basically we're good. And you're willing to live accordingly to that, then we're fine.
All right. Okay. All right. So, do you believe in therapy and why or why not?
Um, I would say yes, because I think that most people are wounded. Um, do I think that there's multiple ways of therapy? Yeah. I think you have to find a way that best suits you and that you can be the most healed and the best version of yourself. What I mean by that is some people need a couch, they need a therapist to guide them through, where other people need an outlet to find out what their purpose is and devote themselves to that. So I'm not under the auspices that anybody is completely healed ever, because things, the way life is, life will continually test you no matter what. So I do believe that people grow and you adapt to each challenge the way that best suits you. And I think that therapy, literally the therapy with a licensed therapist, can help in tremendous ways for the majority of people.
All right. I'm not. I know you said the licensed therapy can help with the majority of things. Did you say anything after that? Because it's like I'm not sure if it's the connection or whatever. It kind of went out a little. Did you say anything after that? No. Okay. All right.
I
It
didn't.
might just be a slight delay. All right. So, do you believe in gender roles? And if so, what do you believe is the man's role in the marriage or long term relationship? And what is the woman's role in the marriage or long term relationship?
I believe that in gender roles and in roles in general, it's what works best for that couple.
Okay. Well, what's best for
That's
that couple?
it. That's the end all be all for me. If that works for you and your household, great.
All right, but we're like speaking about you and your household. So you don't consider specific roles specific to a specific gender, or just whatever you and whatever partner that you get with, whatever you all decide upon, like what the roles will be in the relationship and in the household.
It would have to be up to me and what works best for our household. For instance, let's say that we both work, and in the summertime, like I was saying, I have a lot more time.
Hmm.
Whereas most people are working through the summer, they're working year round.
Hmm.
So in the summertime, I can take a greater load around household duties and everything just to alleviate some of her stress. I could go and I know how to do laundry. I know how to wash dishes. I know how to keep a house clean. Okay. I can have most of that. I can cook. So I can take care of that during the summer when it's not my season. Because I know it's going to come a time when I'll be working so much that I'm going to be limited in time. So during those off seasons, then I'll step up and do way more than my share of things. So it is what it is on that. But then it's gonna come a time where I'm so scarcely around that she'll
Hmm.
have a heavier load. So it's gonna be what works for the situation.
All right. Okay, and so she just has to be adjustable. So it's not like okay, this this is what we decided on. She still has to be adjustable, and in certain times, like you said, you might have a little bit more time to take this load off of her, but she just have to
Right.
be willing and adjustable to be able to do
Right. Okay, let's say like holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have practice during holiday season, but she'll still be work 8 hours a day. So I might have practice 2 to 3 hours. So I still will have extra time in those spots so that I can do more, that I can help out more. That if, say, for instance, we got Christmas dinner at our house, that I need to do a little bit more to get everything prepared. Where
Mm-hmm.
if I have that luxury where she doesn't, why
Mm-hmm.
not?
Right. Okay. All right. Good deal. Y'all just working together
Yeah,
as a team. All right. Good deal.
that's right.
Um, outside of physical, no. What aesthetics or physical features are attractive to you? An example, hair, like the type of hair, the length, the style, body type, slim, thick, slim, thick, curvy, thick, BBW, height, skin tone, facial features. What do you consider to be attractive in a woman?
Um, Overall, someone that's fit. Um, I am. It's easier for me to tell you what I'm not really into than versus what I am into. If you're fit and you work out on a regular basis, I'm not a BBW guy. Not to say that anything's wrong for anybody else to choose that. That's just not me. I'm more of an athletic body type. I can care less about hair. Um, from a fade to long and well taken care of hair. I will say it doesn't matter if it's locks. If you're gonna wear long hair, I would prefer that you take care of it, that it's healthy.
Okay.
Um, I'm not a fan of wigs. I'm not a fan of, and I understand they have a time and place because it could be certain times in certain areas where, hey, I want to go all out for this, which I'm not opposed to. But on a day to day, that's a preference, not a deal breaker, so to speak.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's where I'm at with that.
Well, and those are your preferences, and that's a good deal. Alrighty.
Right.
I believe my purpose in life is to blank. Fill in the blank. What is your purpose?
To encourage people to be the best version of themselves, and I do that majority through coaching. But I always want to be an encouragement to someone and not to beat them down. To try to show them there's more of them, and they are enough.
All right. Okay. All right. Good deal. All right. What is one unique thing about yourself that most people don't know?
Um, One unique thing about myself that most people don't know. I guess the one unique thing about myself that I don't think most people would guess is that um, I was raised in an inner city with a single mom of five, and I've
Oh,
traveled
you cut
all
out
over
a
the
little.
world.
You said you was raised in the inner city, and what else?
I was raised in the inner city of Houston, Texas, but
Okay.
I traveled all over the world from a single mom. But I was able to travel all over the world, with probably making less money than people would expect.
Okay. All right. So you were able to manage your finances to where you were able to afford those luxuries of travel.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So, what are your relationship status goals? An example: marriage, long-term relationship, companionship only, and why now?
That's a tad bit on the complicated side. I would say right now, um, it's just a matter for me of meeting the right woman. It's not a now or then. Now I am more settled, but I was settled 10 years ago. Um, so the relationship goes, I would say, to end in marriage or something. I would say long term, where we're absolutely committed to one another.
Okay, so either
Whether
or.
that's
I'm sorry.
huh?
I'm sorry. I accidentally cut you off. You said rather that's what now?
Oh, rather that's I'm it has to be a long term commitment. Whether we do it in a quote unquote paper marriage, where it's we go through the courts, or we decide to have a covenant marriage of some way where this is understood. So that's what the ultimate goal is. That I would like someone to grow old with, and that I could see myself taking care of, and they can see themselves taking care of me.
Okay, good deal. All right. So, what are your love languages that you'd like for your partner to provide to you, and what does that look like? List them in the order of importance. So, what are your love languages, and how do you want your partner to express those love languages to you?
One I think is physical touch, but I think that's in intimacy and affection, as well as sexual. But the other one is, I really believe, is words of affirmation.
Okay. All right.
Um, I think I'm pretty much even across the board, honestly. But I know that I'm more of an action person than I am a words person.
Mhm.
So if I'm rocking with you, then I'm rocking with you. But I need to see that you're rocking with me equally.
All right. Okay. Your efforts are being reciprocated.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Okay, so what does the term emotional intelligence mean to you? And do you believe that you provide this in a relationship? And if so,
Emotional intelligence to me
mhm,
is being able to understand where you are emotionally, but being able to see the other person's where the other people are coming from.
mhm,
Um, I don't think that we are carbon cop, carbon copies or anything like that. So I think that looks a little different because of how you were raised and what you're used to, and how you actually come to understand, like coming to an understanding before an argument that, hey, certain language we don't use ever. Um, how do I feel when these things are happening? And can I reciprocate and just listen if someone tells me how they feel, even if I don't feel it's true?
mhm.
Um, but yeah, I think it's just understanding where you are emotionally and how to communicate that in an effective manner, and how to receive it when someone communicates it back to you.
Right. Okay. Okay, so what are some obstacles you've encountered while trying to date?
Mm. Biggest obstacle that I've encountered is most women that are attracted to me make a lot more money than me. So I'm a
You're breaking
school
up just a
teacher,
little.
not
If you
ashamed
don't
of being a
mind
school
repeating
teacher.
it, you're breaking up just a little. Do you mind repeating it? I'm sorry.
Okay. I said that the biggest obstacle that I've encountered is that I'm a school teacher, and most women that are attracted to me make more money than me. So that doesn't bother me. And so, but it comes down, I think, to the finances more than it is anything else, and the respect level, because I'm not a guy that tolerates disrespect at all. So I'm a reciprocate respect. I'm going to give you and offer you respect. But after you show me who you are on that level, then I believe what you show me better than what you tell me. So
Okay.
that's the, I guess, the main two things that I've encountered on that level.
Okay, so you feel like a lot of times the women that are attracted to you are higher paying women, and so they tend to be a little disrespectful um, because they make more money. And also, I guess y'all lifestyles don't coincide because her income may be able to afford more luxuries or a different type of lifestyle than what your salary can afford. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, I don't know about the luxuries and all of that stuff.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if that's even the reason why the disrespect comes more so than a character issue. And
Okay.
what I mean by that is, I don't care how much money you make. I mean,
Mm.
but at the same time, I do expect for people to treat people humanely.
Right.
Um, I don't care if, um, and usually after we resolve things, we're usually amicable towards one another. We have great friendships after that. But for whatever reason, it just didn't work out between us.
Right.
So that the money thing is not necessarily a relationship thing. It's more or less, oh, you're a teacher, but I'm not sure that this is going to work because financially we may be in two different places. And
So that's why
I
I was. I'm sorry.
I understand, huh?
Mhm.
The what?
That's why I was asking when you
I didn't
said
understand.
that earlier, that you said, I guess, the financial part of it. And so that's why I was trying to figure
Mhm.
out, like, in what aspect.
Right. And see, I can't claim ever to say one, I mean, from their perspective, what it is, whether it's
Hmm.
their luxuries or their this or their that. I mean, like I say, I live a comfortable lifestyle, me, but I manage money well.
Hmm.
I don't have any major debts. I don't. My cars are paid for. My house is almost paid for. I don't have a lot of major debts,
Hmm.
so I don't spend a lot of money that I don't need to spend. So if I
Okay.
want to go and I want to take a flight somewhere, I'm able to do that. If I want to go and stay here, I can do that. So I don't know whether it's this or that because I do know a lot of people that make a lot of money, but they're upside down in their lifestyle because they do just spend, spend, spend. Now they have more going out than they have coming in. So
Right.
I don't know if that's the case or not in their specific situation.
Okay. All right. Good deal. All right. So, um, what do you believe has been the biggest challenge or impact that has affected dating as we see it today? Not necessarily in your particular situation, but just overall, dating overall. What do you think has been the biggest challenge or the biggest impact that has affected dating as we see it
By far, social media. Whereas people would normally get together with people that are around them and have conversations. Now it's everyone else's opinion on social media versus you having a conversation with the woman at the grocery store or the woman in your neighborhood or the woman at your job or even men for that, just people around you. It's more social media driven than it is anything. That's my perspective and opinion on it.
now? People listening to too many people and the wrong influences. Okay. Okay. All right. So, do you believe in monogamy?
Yes.
You do believe in monogamy. Okay. All right. What are absolute deal breakers that you will not tolerate when choosing a partner? I know you touched on it a little earlier. I know disrespect was one of them.
Disrespect
What
is the
else?
main
Huh?
disrespect is really the main one. I'm not a drinker or a smoker,
Hmm.
so I don't a deal breaker for sure for me is drugs.
Hmm.
Um,
Like hardcore drugs
I'm
or.
not a drinker.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean? I don't. Well, let's say I'd say cigarettes, a lot of different drugs. I can say the only one that I could probably tolerate, and even close, is someone that may smoke marijuana from time to time. That's the only thing within that I think even quantifies. If you classify hardcore and this and that, um, I can deal with social drinking. I can't deal with alcoholics. Someone who drinks so much that they can't control their liquor and stuff like that. Have to have a drink every day. Um, I don't rock with that. I don't deal with anything that you have to be mastered by.
Right.
So that's um, I don't know. That's pretty much it. Um, I love authenticity. So I don't know a lot of because I don't focus on a lot of stuff that I know when I see it that turn me off. That's a deal breaker for me. But a lot
Mhm.
of it I don't focus on until I have to see to say, I can't deal with that.
Right. So going back to the smoking part, you started talking about cigarettes, but I'm not for sure if you quite finished it. So can she smoke cigarettes? And I know some women smoke cigars. Is she able to smoke cigars?
Oh,
Neither.
well, I mean, most people that I know, I mean, cigarettes as a no, but I know that most people that smoke cigars, that's not an everyday thing.
Mhm.
That's like socially drinking. If you smoke socially like that, just, oh, okay, I may go out to a cigar lounge once a week
Mhm.
and have a drink and have a cigar. Okay. I'm not bothered by that behavior as long as it's not a part that has you consumed.
Right.
Like if I was,
Right.
let's just say that somebody was smoking weed even, and they feel like it's consumed where they have to smoke it every day, that's a problem for me.
Okay. All right. So, what do you feel it takes for someone to be a great mate to you and for you to be a great mate to someone?
Reciprocation
Reciprocation. Okay.
and putting each other first.
Okay. All right. So, in the reciprocation, do you also, I guess, take into consideration, and this will also go back to those love languages that they may feel like they are putting in the effort, the same effort as you are, but it may just look a little different because their effort is shown in a different way than what your effort is shown. Do you take those things into consideration, or reciprocation just only looks like what you believe reciprocation is based off what you're doing in the relationship?
No, I think reciprocation is based on how that person feels. Like if my love language is physical touch and
Oh,
words of
you cutting out
affirmation,
real bad.
if
Hold
you
on,
really
hold on.
care about me,
Right. Hold on just a second. You cutting out real bad. Let's let the Wi-Fi get settled down for a second. All right. Okay, so now go. I think it's better.
okay, I said that when it comes down to like say my love languages are words of affirmation and physical touch. If
Mhm.
you are genuinely caring about me, you're gonna give me those things that I need. But the same way that that's for me, whatever your love languages are, if I care about you, then I know that's how you feel loved. Then those are the things that I'm attend to for that.
Right. Mhm. Okay. Okay. All right. Good deal. All right. So, what is your dating age range?
Um, Dating age range. I don't really know. I've never really even considered that question. What would I
Mm,
consider too young? I would say mid 30s probably, to around my age, maybe a little older, that I could actually have something in common with. In reality, it probably would be around early 40s if we're talking about. consistently. So I would say mid 30s through 35 to 55.
Okay. All right.
If I was just to think of it off the top of my head, but I don't know. I have never really considered that question.
Because it's really I guess important to know what you're looking for and what age range would fit into what you're looking for. So that's why it is important to just have some type of idea about what age range you would consider. So that's a good range. It's a
Well,
20 range, so that's a good range.
well, the reason
All
why I say that is because if I have to choose between, if I was choosing children, for instance,
right. Mhm.
then it'll be on the lower range.
Right.
But if it's just, but if I find somebody that I absolutely fall in love with, I don't care
Mhm.
what the age is.
Right.
I mean, if she's my age and never had kids or had her kids are all grown, then if I'm in love with you, then I'm in love with you.
Okay.
So
All right. So it
that's
doesn't
the
matter.
reason why,
Right.
ma'am.
Okay, so it does not matter if she has children or how many children she have. It just doesn't matter as long as it's someone that you can love and y'all do life together.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's talk about that then. Let's say if she's on a younger end, and let's say she has younger kids, then
Mhm.
that would be a discussion that I would have to have because
Okay.
I would have to understand the whole package of that because what happens if we end up making it together and it comes down for discipline. Am I able to discipline those kids? Am I not able to discipline those kids? We have a lot. It would be a lot larger conversation.
Okay. But you are open to it as long as y'all have that conversation once you get to that point.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good deal. All right. So, what is your dating location preference? An example, internationally, locally within your current state, surrounding states, or anywhere in the USA? And do you have a passport or are you willing to get one? So, it's a two-part question.
I have a passport, and I would say the U.S. It doesn't matter where in the U.S.
Okay. So, since it's anywhere in the US, so that has the possibility of being long distance. So and I know that you are on like time restraints with your time. And so what does that look like? How would you make time to um, visit or try to court or date that woman towards something more long term?
I think it depends on once we have the conversation and once we get a chance to meet, then usually those details kind of work themselves out.
Okay.
Um, so from there, it's just a matter of okay, is this something that we really want to enter into deeply? And is
Hmm.
this something that we want to both sacrifice to say, hey, let's create a schedule to say, okay, you can come here, I can go there. And at what times does that look like? And how much time?
Okay. All right. Good deal. So both people working together to make it work.
Yes,
Okay. All right. Do you have a race preference?
I actually do. I prefer my little sisters, my little chocolate women.
Okay. So black is your preference, but are you open to other races or just only?
Uh, I would say yes with everybody understanding that I do have a preference though.
Okay. All right. Okay. And I know going back to your aesthetics, you don't. I know you said chocolate, so but it doesn't matter the skin tone as long as she's a black lady.
Nah, I mean from biracial hot yellow to to North African darkness.
Okay, good deal. All right. So, how do you want eligible and intentional daters to reach out to you?
They can contact you. You have my email and my phone number, so they can contact they can contact Bella if they're interested.
All right. So that would be Bella Black on all social media networks, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And that's BellaBlaqueTV. All right. And you can either leave a message. If you're a private person, you can just message me directly. Or if you one of those brave people and just want to leave a comment in the comment section, do that as well. But if you are interested in Bella Beau Rod, just reach out to me and I will get the information over to him. Is there anything else that you wanted to add or to say?
No, it's been a great interview, and I appreciate everything that you've done. And I hope your platform continues to grow and people continue to meet, and it be a worthwhile adventure.
I agree. Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. And thank you for your time and for allowing me the opportunity to interview you and present you to the world as an eligible and intentional dater. And I wish you the best in your love journey. And may you find your person and you all live and be in a happy and healthy relationship or marriage. All right, so that is our time. It's a wrap on the interview. I'm going to go ahead and remove you from the stage, and I will be in contact with you regarding the rest of your information and to let you know if there are any interested parties. All right, thank you, Rod.
All right.
All right, Bella Beauties and Bella Bows, that's a wrap. Another great interview on the books. Until next time, take care, God bless, and talk to you later. Bye bye.